Row0 is a spreadsheet for big data. In this video, we'll show how to use conditional formatting formulas. To get started, I've opened a workbook with some sample sales data, and we'll walk through several different examples. So in this first example, I want to highlight the cells in the February column that are greater than the January column. So let me select these cells, and I'm going to click the three dots here, click the conditional formatting icon, and set a new conditional formatting rule. And you can see my formatted range is cells C3 to C7. And for my condition, I'm going to say greater than, and then for my value, I'm going to say equals B3. And let's set this to be green. And you'll see that these two cells here are highlighted in green. So let's step through how that worked. So the way conditional formatting with formulas works is first it starts with the top left cell of the conditional format range, which is C3 to C7, so cell C3. And then from here it's going to evaluate, is C3 greater than B3? The answer is yes, 240 is greater than 200, so the conditional formatting is applied. Next, it's going to continue dragging down through the range. So it's going to next look at, is C4 greater than B4? The answer is no, so conditional formatting is not applied. Next goes to, is C5 greater than B5? The answer is yes, so the conditional formatting is applied, and it'll continue down through the range. So that's a simple example. Let's take a look at a slightly more complicated example to see how conditional formatting is drug across the range. So here I want to highlight the months that grow more than 10%. So I'm going to select as my formatting range these cells here, and I'm going to add a new rule. For my condition, I'll select greater than, and for my formula, I'm going to write equals B20 times 1.1. And for my format, let's make this green again. Okay, so let's step through how this works. So again, the conditional formatting is going to start at the top left cell of the formatting range, so C20. And then from here, it's going to evaluate, is C20 greater than B20 times 1.1? B20 times 1.1 is 220. So 240 is greater than 220. That evaluates to true, so conditional formatting is applied. From here, it drags down and to the right across the formatted range. So it's next going to compare C21 versus 1.1 times B21. That evaluates as false, so conditional formatting is not applied. Then it keeps going down the range to look at these cells, and then it's next going to pull across. So if you go all the way to the end here and we look at G24, that's going to evaluate, is G24 greater than 1.1 times F24? The answer is true, so conditional formatting is applied. So let's say you don't want the formatting to drag across the range. You need to use an absolute reference. So let's look at an example. Here I want to highlight the months that are greater than the average across all months, which is calculated right here. So I'm going to select all of the cells in the table and go to add a new conditional formatting rule. And I want to look at greater than, and I want to set an absolute reference to cell B2. So I need to put dollar signs before the B and before the 2 to make that an absolute reference. And let's again select green. And so let's walk through how this works. So again, the conditional formatting starts in the top left cell of the range, so B4. And it's going to look, is B4 greater than B2? Which is 200 greater than 226? No, so conditional formatting is not applied. And then from here, it drags the formatting down and to the right across the range, but it's always evaluating it against B2 because B2 is an absolute reference. So each of these numbers is evaluated against this number. Next, we'll show formatting using a custom formula. So here I want to highlight the highest spending customer by month. So I'll select my range, and let's add a new conditional formatting rule. And here I'm going to choose custom formula for my condition, and then I want to look where equals B4 is equal to the max of B4 to B8. I'll use dollar signs for my rows because I want to always be looking between rows 4 and 8, but I want to look across my columns. So let's now apply, let's make this orange. So let's walk through how this works. So again, we're always going to look at the top left cell of the formatted range. So we're going to start here, and it's going to evaluate, is B4 the max of B4 to B8? The answer is no, so the formatting is not applied. And then the formatting is going to drag down, and it's going to evaluate each of these cells, and then it's going to highlight the max in the column. And then because I use dollar signs here to fix my rows, the rows will not move with the formatting, but the columns will. And so it's going to look for the max in each column across the range. Next, we'll show how to apply conditional formatting to an entire row. So here we want to highlight the rows for customers with Q1 spend greater than $500. So I'm going to select my rows and add a new conditional formatting rule. And I'm going to use a custom formula again. And I want to look at equals dollar sign E for greater than 500. and I'm going to select orange again for my formatting. And so let's walk through how this works. So again, we're going to look at the formatted range and start in the top left cell. That's A4. And from here, we're going to evaluate, is E4 greater than 500? Here the answer is yes, so cell A4 is formatted. And then since column E is an absolute reference and row 4 is a relative reference, the formula format will always look at column E, but it will drag down to each row. So everything in A4 to E4 evaluates the formula equals E4 greater than 500, which is true, so the entire row is formatted. For the next row, everything in A5 to E5 evaluates is E5 greater than 500, which is false, so every cell in this row is not formatted. And that continues down for each row in the formatted range. Next, we're going to look at how to apply conditional formatting to an entire column, which works in a similar way. Here we want to highlight the columns when the actual beats the forecast total. So we're going to select our range, and we're going to add a conditional formatting rule, and we'll choose custom formula. And here we want to look at is B9 greater than B10. And let's apply green here. And so let's step through how this works. So again, we're going to look at our formatted range, and we're going to start in the top left cell, B3, and evaluate the formula format B9 greater than B10. This evaluates to true, so cell B3 is formatted. Since rows 9 and 10 are absolute references and column B is a relative reference, the formula format will always look at rows 9 and 10, but will drag across each column. So everything in B3 to B10 evaluates the formula B9 greater than B10, which is true, so everything in this column is formatted. As we move to the right, everything in C3 to C10 evaluates C9 greater than C10, which is false, so nothing in this column is formatted. And that continues across each column in the range. Finally, for the last example, we'll look at conditional formatting pivot tables and connected tables. Here I have a pivot table of customer spend by quarter, and I want to highlight the customers where spend grew at least 40% in Q2. So I'm going to click into my pivot table, and I'm going to add a conditional formatting rule. And this works a bit differently, so I can conditionally format one column at a time, and formatting is always applied to the full column. Here I want to apply the formatting to the Q2 column, and for my condition, I'm going to select greater than, and then for my formula, I'm going to say equals 1.4 because I want 40% more times, I have to put the column name in curly brackets, so 2025-01-01, that's the column name, and I'm going to pick my formatting, so let's make this orange, and let's also apply this to the entire row. So let's walk through how this works. The condition column is where the formatting is applied. So it's going to start at the top of this column. It's going to evaluate, is this value greater than 1.4 times the corresponding value in this column right here? And anytime that's true, the formatting will be applied. And then since I checked apply to entire row, the formatting will apply across the row. If I want to add conditional formatting to more columns, I would just add more conditional formatting rules. So as you can see, row 0 makes it very easy to apply conditional formatting with formulas. You can check out these examples on a live spreadsheet that's linked in the description below. You can also try row 0 for free at any time at row0.io and see why row 0 is the best spreadsheet for big data.